Hey friends, and welcome to Yoga with Rachel. Also, welcome to your restorative yoga practice for sleep and relaxation. In terms of items, please bring 2 blankets with you, as well as a pillow. A nice to have item would be a face cloth or an eye pillow, as this can help darken the room. You can do this practice on your mat or in bed. So without further ado, let's get started. Make your way to your mat or your bed. Roll 1 blanket lengthwise. This blanket will be used to support the entire length of your spine and your head. Once you have done that, place this blanket roll vertically on your bed or your mat. One end will be near the top edge of your mat, and the other end will rest next to the base of your spine. Roll a second blanket. Place this blanket horizontally on your mat. This will be used to support the backs of your knees. If you are not already there, place the base of your spine, your tailbone, next to the narrow end of your first blanket roll. Plant the soles of your feet on your mat to start. Place your hands at your sides, and then begin to slowly lower onto your forearms, and then onto your back. The first blanket roll supports the length of your spine and your head, so make any adjustments as needed here. Walk your feet over the second blanket roll, and then allow the backs of your knees to rest on this item. Your arms rest by your sides. Turn your palms up and allow your fingertips to soften and curl in. If you have an eye pillow or a face cloth, I invite you to place this item over your eyes. Everyone, close your eyes. Take a slow breath in through your nose, filling your lungs up with air. And then take a slow breath out through your nose to empty it out. Take a slow and even breath in through your nose. Hold your breath for a moment, and then empty it out. One more round at your own pace. Taking long and slow breath cycles can tell your mind and body that it is time to slow down. Time to wind down for some much needed sleep. The breath is also an exceptional tool to help calm down the nervous system. This can elicit a relaxation response throughout the whole body. I encourage you to be mindful of your breath as we prepare ourselves for sleep, as the breath can help us achieve this goal. As we are here, I invite you to take a full body scan. Can you find ways to soften and relax your feet and your toes? Perhaps you give them a little shake. Continue the journey to your legs and hips. Soften through your arms and hands, releasing areas in which you may find yourself gripping or holding. Continue to your chest The blanket roll under your back body offers a lovely stretch to your back and your chest. This gentle heart opener can encourage us to breathe more fully and freely. Relax through your neck and face. Part your teeth. Relax through your brow bone and the skin of your face. Perhaps you take note of the space that you created throughout your body as a result of this full body scan. Body scans are yet another amazing tool to help us release tension that may have built up in the body throughout the day. Allow relaxation to wash all over you, wrapping you up in a loving and warm embrace. We will be here for a few moments. I invite you to focus on your breath, using your breath as an anchor to keep you grounded in the here and now. Take a slow breath in through your nose, and then a slow and even breath out through your nose. Kindly remove your eye pillow or face cloth. Keep this nearby in case you would like to use this item again. Open your eyes and take a moment to notice how you feel. Slowly walk your feet in and then over your blanket roll. Allow your knees to fall to one side. Use your top hand to prop you up to a seat on your mat or on your bed. Place your blankets to the side for a moment. Our next posture is legs up the wall. For this pose, find a wall, and if you are doing this practice in your bed, you can send your legs up your headboard. Place a pillow or a folded blanket against the wall or your headboard. If you are making use of a blanket, fold the blanket at least 4 times. You do not necessarily need to use an item for this pose. I like using an item to support my low back and to encourage more steadiness and ease in this posture. If you have another blanket, you can fold this a few times and then use this blanket to support your head and your neck. Sit on the blanket or pillow closest to the wall with your left hip resting against your wall or your headboard. Place your hands on the ground. Begin to lean back as you swing your legs up the wall. Rest the soles of your feet on the wall with your knees bent to start. Your back body then connects with the surface beneath you. Make any adjustments to your items as needed. Now send your arms from left to right, bend at your elbows, palms face upwards. When you feel ready, begin to slowly walk your legs up your wall or headboard. Keep a small bend in your knees. Feet are about hip distance apart. Toes point towards your face. You can make use of your eye pillow or your face cloth here as we rest and restore. Now, if your hamstrings are a little bit tight, move your hips further away from the wall, so that way there is a gap between yourself and the wall. Legs up the wall is a fantastic calming pose to do before bed. This posture is also a great one if you spend a lot of time on your feet. So if you feel any tingling sensations in your feet or in your legs, that is fine. That is blood flowing in another direction. If you are not a fan of this sensation, you can always slide your feet down the wall, keeping a generous bend in your knees. Breathe into any areas of tension. Breathing into your shoulders, the backs of your legs, your feet. Let gravity do all the lovely work as you breathe here. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Remove your eye pillow or face cloth if you were using one, and then open your eyes. When you are ready, begin to slide your feet down the wall or your headboard, bending at your knees. Hug your knees in towards your chest, and then melt your knees to one side as you carefully roll on over to one side. Please take your time with this. Use your hands to help you sit upright and notice how you feel. Move all items off to the side once again, and keep them close by just in case you wish to use them. Let's transition onto our backs. Take your time. And then when you arrive there, take a full body stretch. Rotate through your wrists and ankles. Arch through your back body so that your low back is slightly lifted away from the surface beneath you. Beautiful. Now place both arms at your sides. Take a slow breath in through your nose. And then when you breathe out, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Fingertips interlace around your shin just below your knee. There's an option to stay here, or you can play around with lifting your head and shoulders away from the earth, bringing your nose closer towards your knee. Tuck in your chin slightly and soften through the skin of your face. Breathe in. Breathe out to lower and release your head and shoulders back to the earth. Keep your right knee hugged in, and then slowly guide your right knee over towards the left side. Hook the top of your right foot onto the back of your left leg. Send your arms from left to right, palms facing up. Shoulder blades remain connected to the earth to keep the chest open. There's an option to stay here, or you can place your left hand on your outer right thigh. There's also an option to turn your head to the right to look past your right fingertips. If you would like to make use of a prop, place a folded blanket or a pillow under your right knee. This will lift the earth up to meet you in this spinal twist. One amazing benefit of an at-home yoga practice is that you can explore options that feel right for you. We are going to be here for a few more moments, so while we are here, I invite you to play around with directing the breath down to your belly. Allow your eyelids to soften and eventually close as you breathe deeply here. Open your eyes. Guide your right knee back to center. Hug your left knee in. Your hands hold your knee as you send your right leg out long. Take a slow breath in through your nose. And then as you breathe out, bring your nose closer towards your knee, lifting your head and shoulders away from the earth. Notice that compression in your belly. Or perhaps notice a rise and the fall of your belly on each inhale and exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out to lower your head and shoulders back to the earth. Begin to guide your left knee over towards the right side, hooking the top of your left foot onto the back of your right leg. Send your arms from left to right, feeling a generous stretch in your pecs. I invite you to choose an option with your hands that feel most supportive, and feel free to make use of a prop. enjoy the sweet and gentle low back release and stretch. Slowly guide your left knee back towards center, and then send your left leg out long, so now both legs are out long on your mat. Once again, take a full body stretch. Hands reaching towards the back edge of your mat, spread through your fingers. Point through your feet to stretch out the tops of your feet. Now begin to walk both feet towards the bottom right-hand corner of your mat or your bed. Now shimmy your shoulder blades towards the top right edge. Right hand grabs your left wrist as you reach over towards the right side. There's an option to place your right leg on top of your left leg. So we are making a crescent moon shape with the body, or a banana shape. Choose a visual that works best for you here. As we are here, breathe into your left side body. Notice the rib cage expand as you breathe in, and then soften on the exhale. Unravel, and then center yourself on your mat or your bed. Let's take it over to the other side. Walk your legs towards the bottom left corner as you shimmy your upper body towards the top left corner. Your left hand takes hold of your right wrist to help deepen the stretch. You can then rest your left leg on top of your right leg and breathe here. Amazing. Unravel and center yourself on your mat or your bed. Place your arms at your sides once again. For our final resting posture, you have a few options. If you have a pillow, you can place it under your head and neck. You could also use a folded blanket instead, just in case the pillow is not available. If you would like some support for the backs of your knees, then make use of a rolled blanket here, just as we did at the very beginning of our practice together. You can use a blanket to cover yourself up with, which can feel so lovely, especially if you are feeling cold. or if you are in bed already. Finally, I invite you to make use of your eye pillow or face cloth here. Take up space. Feet are relaxed. Arms are at your sides with your palms facing towards the sky. And if you haven't done so already, please close your eyes. Scan your body for any remaining areas of tension, using your breath to help soften these areas. Sleep is so important for our overall health and well-being. It can be challenging to let go of the day and reduce mental chatter. Doing a restorative yoga practice like this one with some breath work can help prepare the mind and body for sleep. We will be here for a few more moments. I invite you to make the most of your time here. Continue breathing deep, nourishing breath cycles. Perhaps following your breath or paying attention to the quality of your breath. Making use of the breath to keep you grounded and anchored in the present moment. I invite you to pause the video if you wish to stay here longer. You may have fallen asleep And if you did, awesome. I hope that you have a lovely sleep. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope that this practice served you well. Let's take a slow breath in through the nose, and then a slow breath out through your nose. Sleep well tonight, my dear friend. Namaste.